Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Ari at Wirefly.com, and I have with me here today the Motorola Rival for Verizon Wireless. Now, the Rival may not be the most talked about phone of the year, but it actually has a lot to offer in this pretty small and pretty nicely priced package. It comes in this psychedelic purple model, which I was lucky enough to get for my demo, obviously, and also what Motorola is calling a tin silver. Now, also be sure to check out my full written review at blog.wirefly.com. Let's take a closer look at the Rival. As you can see, the Rival here is pretty small, fits right there in the palm of my hand, so it can certainly slide nicely into a pocket or purse. And although it's small, it has a nice heft to it. It's a little thicker here on the sides, as you can see. On the left side, volume up and down key, speakerphone button, and then a micro USB port that's also, of course, your charging port. And then on the right is a 3.5mm headphone jack, so no need to run out and buy a new pair of headphones for the Rival. And the Rival also supports stereo Bluetooth if you have a Bluetooth headset. Here is a one-touch lock key, voice command key, and then your camera key. And then on the back is a 2-megapixel camera, but of course no vanity mirror flash, as you can see. And under the cover is a port for a micro SD card. Supports up to 8 gigabytes. And then on the front here is a 2.2-inch 65,000 color screen that's actually nice and bright. Sliding it open is the QWERTY keyboard. I found the keys to be a little bit plasticky, but still made banging out an email or text message pretty easy. And then you see your dedicated shortcut keys here. There's a key for IM, text messaging, and then of course a dedicated key for emoticons. The Rival's navigated in two ways. You have your 4-way navigation key here, which you can see you can also program to jump to any application or menu item. So right now it's defaulted that if you push down it opens your calendar, but you can set that to jump to your music or even the Bluetooth settings menu. And then you have these two illuminated white dots here that light up when you have a menu item that you can select. So pushing on the screen here on the white dot opens up your messaging menu. And of course if you push the right dot it opens up your contacts menu. If you open it, you see the same two white dots switch locations, but again there's your messaging and your contacts. So those menus will change depending on what you're doing. There's also some touchscreen elements on the Rival. So your whole dial pad here is on screen. Don't bother calling that, not a real number. But if you don't want to dial using your hands, you can of course use your voice command key.
Please say a command,
which will let you speak the name of a contact or even say a phone number. You can also use your voice to navigate menu items on the Rival or even to launch a playlist. Unfortunately, you can't use it to jump right to a song, but you can use it to start a playlist. So let's see that.
please say a command.
Play, review,
Which playlist?
review.
Review. Loading. Next time just say, play review.
So as it told me there, I could have just said play review and it would have done that immediately. Now it loads a little slow, but still pretty nice if you're driving. Unfortunately, if you navigate out while on some of the smartphones, you can still go to different applications the second you try to go read a text message or something, your song is going to stop playing. Obviously, Motorola had messaging in mind for the Rival. Here's the messaging menu. Messages can be sorted by conversation or also by just your standard time sent and received. The Rival also supports visual voicemail. There's your mobile IM, and it also supports Verizon's mobile email service for $5 a month, and you can also get your corporate exchange account for $9.99 a month. I actually tried out the mobile email with my Gmail account and it worked pretty decently. I wasn't alerted to messages as quickly as I'd like. Sometimes it took up to 20 minutes, and also after I'd have read the messages in my inbox, if I were to turn on the phone after that, I'd still be alerted to new messages even though I'd already read them. The rival's camera and camcorder was only mediocre. I wasn't too impressed with the image quality. But there were some customizable options. It has a self-timer. You can change the brightness or white balance, and also add color effects or fun frame. And I mean, it'll do the job if you just want to take some self-portraits, but it's certainly not coming anywhere near replacing your digital camera. The rival comes loaded with Verizon's standard mobile web, which is just fine for displaying mobile content, but not a whole lot more. So let's navigate to CNN Mobile here. You can see that any URL you want to navigate to that's not directly from Verizon's standard home screen, you have to go to a special Verizon site where you then have to type in the URL before you're directed to your page. That could get hold, but again, not a bad experience for mobile content. The rival also supports VCast video, so you can get full-length TV shows streaming to you right on your phone. I was actually watching an episode of The Office this morning, but there's also plenty of other TV shows, music videos, sports. And the rival also supports VCast music with Rhapsody, so you can download songs on the go. One other extra on the rival is a VZ Navigator, which lets you get GPS directions right from your phone.